you good?
No, it's a hard question. When you ask what WoodridgeMTB is, it's a very complicated story to tell, and it has a lot of elements, and it has a lot of heart, and it has a lot of passion put into it. You know, best way I can sum it up, it's a small idea that turned into something pretty meaningful, not just to myself, but maybe to a lot of people, especially our team, our community, our cause, some of the friends that we've been able to make within the mountain bike community. You know, at this point, I would safe to say that, you know, they're going to be timeless.
Woo! I think that I've always kind of, growing up in the BMX world and getting into mountain biking, I always wanted to kind of be an ambassador or pick up a sponsorship of some kind, just so I could be a part of something. But the foundation itself, after talking to James, it was a no-brainer to join, knowing that there's going to be good tunes and we're going to be helping out the community, and that's huge for Calgary to be helping out the mountain bike and recovery community. It's become something more than really just a passion, I think, at this point. It's now become one of the biggest parts of my life, right? And I'm grateful for it. On Thanksgiving, it's like the perfect time to be talking about this, to be honest. Like, I just had a pretty big moment on Saturday with, you know, getting to guest speak at a Shred Collective fundraising event for, you know, WoodridgeMTB Trail Support Foundation, and it was a pretty big moment. I was pretty fired up. It was easy to be fired up that day. I was 9 years in recovery on that day, so, you know, it's a day where, you know, you're proud of accomplishments. I've talked about that before, but it's just a positive, just charged energy to know that you like come so far, and now you're kind of working with like-minded people that want to give back to the community. And favorite part of what WoodridgeMTB does is just, you know, the support we give to people in recovery. It's never an easy road to be taking, so just having people stand behind you, I think, is really important. You know, I've got a lot on my mind the last couple of years on, you know, kind of where I want to go with it, how I want it to end, right? What the long-term goal is, right? And I'm pretty sure I've got that in mind. It's so hard to talk about and like actually just like move forward with it, because it's just so attached to myself, my recovery, and my dad's story, and the story of having, you know, two family members like both in recovery at the same time, right? And just having those father-son moments for, you know, a couple of years, and then to, you know, unfortunately, you know, have kind of tragedy in the family like that, and then continue to move forward. But it's definitely, I definitely want to work towards something one day, and, you know, we'll see what happens. Woodridge as a whole so far has been fully committed to giving the funds to Trail Society. So this year, being it that we've got some big projects on the go coming 2024, we're heavily funding Woodridge. We made a bit of a gamble, and we put all our eggs in one basket and said, let's have a successful 50-50. And at this point, I'd like to think it's going pretty good, right? Like, I think the pot's getting close to $9,000, and, you know, there's 3 amazing causes on that ticket. There's the Alpha House, there's our own foundation, there's the Shred Collective. I'm so stoked to have all 3 of those, because all 3 of those programs leave a lasting impact on other people and tie in, you know, addiction awareness, you know, mental health, and mountain biking, right? Our volunteer events at the Alpha House have a lot of mountain biking elements to it. I play a mountain bike movie there. I talk about my own personal story, talk about how mountain biking changed my life, right? And the Shred Collective, you know, the amount of lives that they've been able to impact so much just from free group rides. Like, you can't calculate the positive trickle effect that somebody has from one of those group rides, and on the way home, them feeling, you know, just that camaraderie, or feeling that stoke from that ride,
yeah,
right? And how they tell their friends about it, or how they tell their family about it. Like, they were telling me stories of, you know, how they've had regular group members of their rides, or, you know, regular group members that show up on these group rides, right? How they've come to them and said, hey, thank you, you've helped me improve my life, right? I was fighting depression, like, I had, you know, mental health struggles, but now I'm feeling really confident, and,
you know, I've made some new friends, and so like it's unbelievable. Like and to have all of that on one ticket is pretty special. So I'm hoping there's lots of time left, and I'm quite confident that we're going to be able to get to that license limit and, you know, hit our goal of $15,000 to $20,000 and be able to you know, be able to donate and make an impact. And obviously, hopefully someone's going to win $10,000 and they can go get that new bike that they've been Googling about for the last 3 years. You know, it's hard. Like when you ask what Woodridge MTB is, it's like, it's really complicated to tell you. There's just so many different parts of it, right, that are just mean so much to a lot of us. And but I think one best way we can sum it up is just, it's a group of like-minded people that are just passionate about giving back to the mountain bike community and helping in any way we can to make a small dent in, you know, improving addiction awareness and maybe improving, you know, the support for Calgary. It's like I can't act that I know he's not there.
What are you guys doing here? You guys want to go biking? Yeah?
Good call, man.
Right, let's do it.
Let's go ride bikes.